March 1st, 2021. Welcome to Simple Man Radio. Danny King late, as usual.
Stuck on the elevator.
Knicks Mania. Baseball's back. There was another subject I wanted to talk about that I forgot.
Friday.
Yeah.
You probably could talk about that.
Before Danny gets in here, and maybe I should tweet out that we're live. I was way too excited on a Sunday night about the Giants hiring, not even an assistant O-line coach, just an offensive an advisor. That makes me so giddy that the Giants signed that man.
Yeah, he was. What did he spend 14 years in the organization?
Makes me so giddy. Guys don't stay in that long. That's crazy. Hold on.
No.
Taking the link. That's insane. And then I found that clip of him talking about Andrew Thomas, which made me even more giddy.
Yeah, I like it. What was I gonna say? Something about him. I don't remember. I think you definitely tweeted it, right?
Him talking about Andrew Thomas.
Yes, I saw that, but there was something else. I think I bookmarked it. Hold on.
Is it his teeth?
Oh, yeah.
I knew somebody was going to say that. I didn't think it'd be somebody from our own team just bashing our new coach. Unbelievable, Danny.
So that guy, the guy I tweeted the picture is a former WWE wrestler named Snitsky. And
yes.
He always had the miserable, disgusting teeth. So when I saw the picture, I was like, "Wow, look at that!"
Yeah.
Great coach. I didn't bash him. Just his teeth. He's a little whitening. That's all.
Yeah, probably wasn't the best photo of him, but it's they don't have photos from that. They didn't take a lot of photos. Well, something I've realized is assistant coaches don't get their pictures taken very much. They're never there's never action shots of them on the sideline.
Well, all right. So you tweeted out, it made me laugh. No reports of Rob Sale crying and throwing a temper tantrum. So already better than Dumbo Colombo.
I wonder how, because, we found out that some of the Giants offensive linemen like me, but we've also found out that they like Colombo. So I wonder how, what that conflict of interest is when we're just like, Colombo, you big pussy. To see how they feel about that.
I just like bringing in more minds and weeding Jason Garrett out.
It really does seem like that's what Joe Judge is doing.
It has to be the case. Huh?
Like Freddie Kitchens, I'm going to promote you.
Yep.
And then, they're going to have basically four people working with the offensive line. You got Rob Sale, the O-line coach, Ben Wilkerson, the assistant O-line coach. Now you got Pat Flaherty as an analyst. And then Freddie Kitchens is the run game coordinator, so he's going to be working on scheme with the offensive line. I mean,
right.
They're
going to have a lot of minds.
One coach per every other offensive lineman when the season starts.
Literally,
you got to keep John Mayer happy. You cannot get rid of Jason Garrett. You just can't.
Yeah, but what you could do is you could weed him out.
Keep promoting until he's basically nothing.
Just keep promoting people until he just quits.
Promote the special teams coordinator above him at this point. Let's do it.
There is something else I want. I put baseball's back. We'll talk about the Knicks. Was there any baseball headlines? No. Oh God, that's what I wanted. Snacks. What was? Did you watch the golf with no Tiger yesterday?
I did. I watched some of it. It was pretty cool. A lot of the golfers. I don't even know if you're being sarcastic. If you actually care.
I'm really. I wanted to ask because I saw all of them wearing their red shirts,
which it was very cool. Yeah, they wore red and black. It was really, really cool. And some guy, I forget the guy who won. He's 25 years old. What was that?
Colin Morikawa.
That's it. So yeah, I mean it was a good tournament. It was good Sunday action. I didn't watch 7 hours. I tell you that. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I watched the Rangers at 12, which was a mistake because they were terrible.
Do you watch hockey or do you tune in here and there?
No, I watch it every night. Whenever the Rangers are on, yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You're a better sports watcher than I am. Even the Nets, there's a lot of times I miss the first quarter of the Nets game,
Yeah. I haven't missed a play in a Knicks game in a month.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
The Devils beginning of the season, and then I'll if I see the scores, if it's a tie game or a 1-goal game, I'll put it on my laptop late.
Yeah. I will say about hockey, I haven't always been like that, but with the Rangers. They have like so many young kids that I want to see, and they're like everybody talks the Rangers have the brightest future, blah blah blah, and they have kids that are like 21, 20 years, 22 years old. So it's really about watching them because they're not that good yet, obviously, but they are a fun team to watch.
Nope, they can't beat the Devils. 0-2 against the Devils this year.
Yeah, I'm aware. And what the second game, the Devils hadn't played in like 17 days before that.
I know.
And then they just come out and beat the shit out of us.
Which sucks about hockey. It's like we have a good record, but we don't have any points because we missed, 3 weeks of hockey.
I know nothing about hockey. Not a
Do
single
you
time.
know how the standings work, Danny?
No, I when I see the multiple numbers, I'm like, wait, what?
Danny, where are you?
Oh, okay. So, if you've been seeing on my Twitter recently, there's been some designing going on in the lounge.
I like the new one.
This is everything. We got the chairs are now up on their sides.
Wow.
I don't want to move it, so I placed my laptop on this chair right here as like a little stand.
Innovative.
I don't want to mess with the art. I feel like that'd be a bad guy move. So here I am.
Couch out the window live on Simple Man Radio.
If I could, I think it probably would have been done already.
There's kids in our dorms who would throw books out the window, which was like always funny.
Always a good time.
The Knicks are back. It is, and here's what I'll say. Now, there's a lot of season left.
There is.
You guys know what your roster is. It could go bad the rest of the season.
It very well could. And the schedule the second half of the year is tough. So
yes, but also I'm going to tell if this season ends up working out, if you guys end up making the playoffs, even if a 5-6 seed, I want to tell Knicks fans the same thing I told Buffalo Bills fans.
Okay.
Do not let one person get off the hook for their Knicks for clicks takes, because the Knicks have obviously sucked. They've been a laughingstock. But also, like, people have made fun of them for the dumbest stuff. Like, they had like the 7th best odds to win the lottery, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, the Knicks didn't win the lottery." It's like neither did anybody besides the Timberwolves.
Right.
So there's been like a ton of crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like that people have said, and it's been like it's been an easy person to kick. So same way with the Bills and Josh Allen. If this ends up working out, you guys have to go at people's throats.
I plan on it, and it kills me when people bring up like the Knicks didn't get Zion because they didn't win, obviously, but like they had the same percentage. They didn't have like a 75% chance to get him, to get the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
What do you want? It's a fucking lottery. But literally.
Well, here's where it starts and where it's gotten worse. And this is where it is. LOL Knicks. You guys were supposed to get KD and Kyrie. Like, it was a done deal. You traded Porzingis because you were getting KD and Kyrie.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It didn't, like, there was no thought of them not going there until like a week before free agency. The Nets traded Taurean Prince.
Yeah.
And even then, I was like, that seems like they're setting up for it, but I'm still not going to believe it. And it wasn't until like a week and a half before free agency where people were like, "Oh my gosh, they're not going to the Knicks. They're going to go to the Nets."
Yeah. That was it for what, a year and a half. That was the plan. Then you traded everything. Which, by the way, the Porzingis trade, yes, that was completely all for Kyrie and KD. But I'm looking at it now, and I still think the Knicks win that trade even without KD and Kyrie.
No, they did.
Porzingis is what a nightmare he is, huh?
Yeah, he played really good against the Nets the other night. We didn't have Kyrie or KD.
I was going to say,
but he missed his game. Yeah, it's a win. Because you guys, if they don't make the playoffs, you guys get another lottery pick this year, correct?
Correct. And we used the first that we got last year and drafted Emmanuel Quickly, who's been one of our best players this year. So
you got Dennis Smith. You swap that for Derrick Rose, which isn't the biggest move, but still.
Derrick Rose been playing nice.
Move.
So
yeah. So I mean, you guys have won that trade, basically.
Yeah, the Knicks they're a good team. They are not a juggernaut, and I could easily see this going south very quickly. But until it does, I'm gonna keep riding it. They're playing well. Last night was a game I actually expected them to lose. Off an emotional win the night before against Indiana in a big game, competing against somebody who you're neck and neck with, flying to Detroit for an 8:00 Sunday night game. I could have easily seen them coming out flat, and they beat them by 19. So I'm pretty excited and happy with what's going on.
My favorite thing was after they won against Indiana, just how outside the Garden, they were just going crazy to reach 500. And then someone said, if this is their reaction to 500, imagine when they win a championship.
Me and my brother were talking about it. I think they burned the city down.
I think they would, honestly.
Like there was two when I went to the Giants parade after the first Super Bowl. There was 2.5 million people there. For the Knicks, I think there might be 200.5 million people there. I don't even know if that's fucking enough. Like it's gonna be insane. And all after getting to 500, beating the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, like Brooklyn will never have that reaction, no matter what. They can win 5 championships. They will never have that reaction.
No, they will not. They will not. But whatever. We don't care about reactions, right, Bobby?
No, we care about wins, not celebrating 500. That I know it's like, oh, they're gonna have fans, but that to me that is a little embarrassing.
I know
we will celebrate 500 if the Giants get to it.
See, that's a good.
But here's the way the spin zone and the way the cop out is like they weren't allowing fans back, so they just now.
Well, that's exactly what I messaged you when you.
I know that's the only excuse.
It is. I'm with you. I agree. Like I'm normally like let's wait, but this team has been such a goddamn laughing stock for decades, and throughout the whole turmoil of this year, and finally having fans in the stadium, I understand why they were pumped.
I can't decide if I want the Knicks to be good or horrible. Like I can't tell. Like as a Nets fan, as someone who the majority of my followership is Knicks fans, I can't tell. It's like, do I want the Knicks to make the playoffs, or do I want the Knicks to crash and burn?
It's a difficult question because unbiased, like take your Nets fandom out, which obviously you're not. Basketball is better and more fun when the Knicks are good, in my opinion. I think there's just more excitement, and especially when all your followers are Knicks fans and everything. But rivalry-wise, I can't wish for success on anybody. So if I were you, I'd probably
I'm rooting for them to crash and
yeah. If I were you,
the timeline is so funny when the Knicks are playing bad.
I know
the Twitter is hilarious.
It also goes quiet too. Like you're gonna see me shut up real quick. But knowing me, I'll find a spin zone.
That reminded me. This is what I want to talk about. Brandon Tierney doing the whole Julius Randle. Is he better in their primes? Better than Chris Bosh? Is not only stupid because Chris Bosh is just Chris Bosh is the man. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. It's so stupid that when people do that, when they take one guy's best stats in the middle of a season and they're like, "Is this prime better than it?" It reminds me of people being like they'll look at Tyreek Evans' best year when he played for the Kings with no defense. I'm like, oh, is Tyreek Evans his prime? It's like that's not his prime. He's the same player. He's going to score a lot of points when he has no good players around him. When he does have good players around him, he sucks and he can't be used. And Snacks is totally left. I hope he has his headphones in because I don't even think Danny, do you know who Tyreek Evans is?
Tyreek Evans? No clue who that man is.
Okay. Snacks, did you hear any of that? No, he didn't hear any of that.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I had to get something at the door. The Tierney take with Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer. Julius Randle's done it for a year.
And it's just so annoying that
it's so dumb.
Chris Bosh put up these numbers every year, and he had the Raptors in the playoffs a couple of years.
That's what I'm saying. Even they make fun of him. He was the throw-in of the big three with LeBron and Wade. He was still really damn good in Miami. Without him,
Randle wouldn't fit with those two.
No,
I'm not saying he would have stopped them from Chris that fit. What Randle's doing right now doesn't fit with what the Heat were doing.
Right.
And you've seen it with Randle with decent players.
Bosh was the absolute perfect final piece for them. Well, not final piece. They obviously had other guys, but the pairing that with him, Wade, and 4 and 6.
Yeah, he's the perfect. 4 who can play center, who can get go out to the 3-point line and shoot. He was the perfect. Because he was unselfish. He was the perfect fit, and he was a lot better defender than Kevin Love was. And
so Julius Randle's peak is right now, correct?
Yeah.
35 games. And you want to compare 35-game peak to years of
it's like looking at Tyreek Evans' best year. I mean, is this guy as good as Dwayne Wade?
Right.
No, there was one year he played for the Kings. They had nobody else, and he scored a ton of points. Yeah. Anytime he's been with good players, he's averaging 13 points per game. That's not his peak. His prime. Those are his prime stats. It's not prime Tyreek Evans.
Yeah,
it's just.
It was an embarrassing take.
It makes sense that he worked with Tiki Barber. It's kind of crazy that Tiki Barber has his own radio show in New York, and he's irrelevant. Like nobody ever talks about that radio show.
What station is he on? Do you guys know?
I think he's XM. I believe. I honestly don't even know. He's not on WFAN, so
I just don't know who would want to listen to a radio show with Tiki Barber. He's just not that interesting of a guy.
I would love to see the ratings of his show.
He's on.
The most interesting thing he's done since he left. The most interesting thing he's done since he left the Giants is kinky boots. That's like the only relevant thing he's done.
Saquon isn't a good blogger. Like that's
yeah. Wasn't there something this year that kind of got them some publicity? He said something, or like he reported like breaking news or something.
I can't even remember.
It couldn't have been that big of news.
I am clearly right, but no, it's embarrassing. You would think Tiki Barber, one of the better players that New York has had over the last, 21 years. Not a single person cares.
The chat is saying JJ Watt Peloton username says Green Bay, Cleveland, Buffalo.
Oh yeah, me and JJ boys on Peloton. It does say it.
Wait, what is it?
SB56, Green Bay, Cleveland, Buffalo.
I don't get what any of that means.
Oh, he's trying to like play at people with like Green Bay, Buffalo, Cleveland.
Dude, just sign somewhere, okay?
I can't.
He's just having fun with it. I respect it. He's been in the dog pile of Texas for years, so he's like,
I get it.
With this. I think he knows where he's going at this point. I think he's just trolling people now.
I think the Packers are the best fit for him.
Wisconsin, Buffalo. I would like to see
Buffalo.
I would love him in Buffalo.
I mean, Bills Mafia would embrace him.
Oh yeah, he'd be beloved. They might build a statue of him before he even plays a game.
Yeah.
Also, Bobby, Alex Smith released future Hall of Famer.
Makes sense. He sucks. Yeah. He's a horrible quarterback. He's never been good.
What do they do? I'm telling you, they're going to get Sam Darnold if the Jets.
Washington. I think they're going to try and get. It's either Darnold or Cam. Oh, I just hit my microphone.
I thought Darnold. I forgot. I think I told someone like the freaking Bucks should trade for Darnold. Just have him sit behind Brady for a year.
That's not the worst thing. But I could also see Brady playing 3 more years.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If I'm the Bucks, I'm not wasting anything on the future. I am.
Yeah, just go for it.
Like, don't pretend that you guys didn't miss the playoffs for 13 straight years.
Like, when Tom retires, then you could worry about.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I think Darnold's if the Jets take the quarterback at 2, I think Darnold he's got to be top of the wish list for Washington. No.
Well, they gave Heineke a contract. Cam could make sense because the Riverboat Ron connection.
Yeah, he sucks though.
But they picked 19th, so unless they trade up, which Washington very well may do, but they also like Kyle Allen too. Like they like Ron Rivera likes Kyle Allen.
I would
forget about him because Jabril Peppers broke his ankle.
New York Giants are ankle snatchers.
I know. I wish we'd have broken like one more ankle.
Yeah, to really get 3 of them, right?
And then it didn't happen for the rest of the season.
I just didn't need to see all the video. I just didn't need to see it.
The Dak
I would have been perfectly fine.
I was clipping the Dalvin Tomlinson sack for his birthday against Dallas, and the play before was Dak snapping his ankle, and I was very close to just putting that up on my stories of just like. Of him him snapping his ankle.
You should have.
The amount of flashbacks I get of that injury.
It's football. I would love Washington to run it with Kyle Allen and the other idiot.
Taylor Heineke.
I would love it.
I want him to.
Yeah, they're gonna go. I think.
They can't. No, they're gonna bring some. Fitzpatrick would be great there.
Oh no! Then they're winning the division. It's guaranteed.
That's what's gonna happen.
Don't do it.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
That actually is a great fit, Ryan.
What? It's a perfect fit. He's the ultimate football player. Why not finish your career with the football team?
If he ends up in Washington,
a new name?
No, I think they're teasing something for 2022.
Yeah, so this
2022.
This next year they're staying with football team. They should honestly just keep it. Washington.
They should.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, because it's like you're not kids because that does have to suck. I understand all the reasons they got rid of it, but it would suck. Like this has been our mascot forever. We won 3 Super Bowls in it, and it's like we just have to give it up. That would have to suck as a fan. Like even you understand why, but that would have to suck as a fan. Like you, like my brother's a Washington fan, and he like he still calls them the Redskins, not on like purpose. Like he's just like that's the team I've been a fan of my entire life.
I call them the Redskins all the time. It's programmed into my brain. Imagine having all that apparel that says like Washington Redskins on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you get like
last year on Talking Giants, me and Bobby just all we called them was Redskins.
Yeah, it's. I mean, maybe middle way of this coming year, midway through this coming year, I'll finally just say football team. But who do the Giants playing? They got the Redskins.
I say football team on the podcast.
Yeah, if I had.
Well,
to,
that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, I just. I don't know, man. I get it. I get it. Just
what. I know it's stupid, but it would be. They should have. This is stupid, but just change their logo to potatoes and the Redskins potatoes. Like just so you can keep your history and also like keep your name too,
and become a joke at the same time. But
that too.
Oh, that would have become problematic because people say never go full potato and stuff.
And then like the state of Idaho would sue them. They're like, yo, that's our thing right now.
I bet there is some college teams that probably have like potatoes as a logo.
Let's see.
There's gotta be some two out there.
It's like Nebraska, the Cornhuskers. That's such a weird.
I actually think it's a great name.
Isn't that Justin like one of his favorite teams?
It is,
Cornhuskers? I don't know that he fall in love with Nebraska.
We did an interview with one of the players from Nebraska. We're gonna put that out in draft month.
Oh, like recently, because aren't we like all followed by like some player that in his bio says he plays for Nebraska?
I don't remember that.
Nebraska sucks.
Remember when that kicker all followed us and he was like playing us? Like this kid, the Giants cut Aldrich Rosas.
Oh, is this the XFL kicker that?
Yes. And it's like, did you think that we were going to get you signed? I don't know what his deal was.
Yeah, we're the last place that
it was Matthew McCrane, and I actually finally did because I had like a highlight video of his on my phone, and I had like a couple of GIFs ready for it. And we even made a picture of a crane holding a McDonald's logo with the eyeballs emoji to be like, if it broke, this is we knew it, like just to be funny about it. And
then we signed Graham Gannell,
which was didn't he like deleted his Twitter? What a weirdo. Let me find him. Matthew McCrane.
Graham Gannell.
We honestly got played.
Graham Gannell. Is he? We re-signed him, right?
Yeah, we signed him to a long deal.
We re-signed him, and then he caught COVID.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That is crazy. You know damn well he was celebrating and
of course.
Oh, 100%. Oh,
is Riley Dixon under contract?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's a thought that we could cut him.
I want to cut him. He was terrible last year.
The thing is, though, I know this is not talking Giants, but like his year was still miles and away better than what Brad Wing put up in 2017.
Yeah,
Brad Wing
and Riley Dixon what?
Brad Wing was so bad.
Oh no, yeah, 2016 beast, 2017 awful, horrendous.
Yeah, what happened? And wasn't in 2019 wasn't Riley Dixon like pretty damn good? And then all of a sudden he kind of fell outside.
Yeah, he was awesome in 2019.
He wasn't atrocious this year, but he wasn't like
he wasn't the Riley Dixon we backed his contract to play.
We saw,
a new member just joined Slack. Say hi to Chris Rose in Slack. His show started today.
Did it?
Yeah, if you haven't left a 5-star
he's got a Mets player on it.
If you have an iPhone, go leave a 5-star rating and review to the Rose rotation.
Well, I gotta have to listen to it first.
Yeah, but just do it, Eventually he's going to be on the show. He's going to be a part of Simple Man Radio.
Yeah.
I would love to tweet about it, but we still have 21 more freaking hours on our ban. I got to stop. I started using Simple Man Radio as my burner account. And I was
you get blocked every day.
I know. So it's like I can't do that anymore.
Just stay away from golf.
It really is. It's just golf.
Don't mess with, Tiger caught on to it, and he's like, no, ban this guy.
It's true.
Yeah. I wasn't able to fire off any Tiger Woods jokes.
Tiger and Jack Nicklaus, they formed a committee to get Simple Man Radio off Twitter. If you were to crack the Tiger joke on Simple Man Radio's Twitter,
I wouldn't have. I
would have never been on this show again.
I also do think it's lame. I can't stand when something bad happens on social media. Well, I just think everyone acts super like. people just do stuff for I don't know. I
I
always get weird when that type of stuff happens. Like I try to not tweet out anything.
I know.
If Jim Carrey died, I would tweet out something because like I'm a huge fan of his. But if I'm not like a huge fan of yours, or there's not like any personal connection to who you are, subject. Like I'm not gonna be like, what's Alex Trebek. I'm not gonna tweet out about how Alex Trebek made so much of a difference in my life. It's like the only time I ever watched Jeopardy was when I was at my parents' when family was in town and they were watching Jeopardy. Now, if you watched it every day like you, then yes. But like it's like
I get it. I also didn't like the fact on Twitter and on like ESPN and all these shows, they were acting like Tiger died.
ESPN's biggest concern.
I thought he was dead.
Well, I can understand, but even before he actually was, it's like they wrote his obituary.
No, ESPN's biggest concern was he's now not going to be at the Masters.
Yeah.
I
will say I was driving home and I was listening to the radio where they had the sports radio. They had the breaking news. Tiger was in a crash. And my first thought was, fuck, dude, the Masters are in like a month. That was my first thought. It was. But then you hear about like the severity of it. And I'm like, can you just tell me Tiger's alive?
How bad is it?
He had
compound fracture and
fracture, and then he shattered his ankle, like one on each foot. Yeah.
Is he never going to play golf again?
No, he will.
He will. He may. I think he might be like.
Tour?
He'll win another Masters.
So you're a Tiger fanboy.
I'm not even kidding when I tell you he's my favorite athlete of all time. I am a Tiger fanboy. He's the reason I started watching golf, and he blew it up, and I love golf now.
It is crazy how big he was because he's the only reason I ever knew anything about golf. Like
Nuts.
Tiger was. Like it's kind of crazy how like he became that dude.
That icon. Did you? I know like you don't care about golf and probably don't really care too much about Tiger. Did you watch the HBO documentary?
No.
It's not. It's like I think it's like 2 hours, 2 parts. It was good. It was good. Maybe you watch that.
I need to get like an HBO Max subscription.
I was my senior year of high school when he got in trouble. In Orlando.
2010,
2010.
Yeah.
And I remember it was the first time. It was like when we started like doing like drinking games, like drink when somebody says this. I remember watching his apology, like drink when he says this.
That was such a wild story, and everything just came out day by day by day by day. It wasn't all at once. It was just
the truth never came out. The truth that she hit his ass with a golf club and like broke like that never actually came out. I don't think, did it?
No, that was
it's
never
just all assumptions at this point.
Yeah.
And for my golf fandom, Tiger, I don't think he's dang good. I mean, he's won the Masters.
That's true, yeah.
And he won the Zozo, I believe.
Right.
The Masters was the highest point I've seen Tiger.
Right. So you don't remember? Not remember, but like 2008 was the last time before he won the Masters most recently. The 2008 U.S. Open was his most recent major.
Yeah,
and that was
I don't remember.
Unbelievable. He did that on a torn. He played 18 playoff holes on a torn ACL. That's nuts. The guy's a freak show. Granted, he was like.
It was crazy that started the downfall of his career too, where it was like, the idea like it was like even like it was just like Tiger's gonna win again, and he won like I remember he like won a tournament. I don't know.
He won a couple tournaments, but he never won like a big one.
Yeah, and it was always like I thought, it's like when is he gonna win a major? And then it was like, oh my god, it's like because even after like right after that happened, the conversation was still, when is he going to pass Jack Nicklaus? It wasn't whether he was, it was when. And then it just went down.
It wasn't if.
So that's why that last Masters felt so important, because like this is probably the last time.
Yeah.
Like this is probably like the,
you can make a case
for Tigers.
Right.
Even before this injury.
Yeah.
You still can't convince me he should have retired right after that.
I tell you, imagine going out on it like that.
There's no better way.
That was some event, and just everybody seemed like happy, like everybody was rooting for it. It was crazy. That had to have been the highest rated round of golf ever. I want to look that up after this.
We could just Google
it.
You could just Google it.
Highest rated,
and that's released all I think the rest of their single game tickets to the public.
They're so expensive.
They are very expensive. They're like
top of the stadium for Knicks Nets $300.
Get the fuck out of here. I'd rather watch it on my couch.
I'm not going to NBA games this year. Someone said thumbs down on mocking Dak breaking his ankle.
What?
I know. What the heck, Daniel? But he's a good commenter, so I like him. Daniel's our guy. But some people just don't find humor and stuff like that. I get it.
No, it's okay. Not everybody can be as funny as
There's certain things I don't find humor in that other people do. So, so we got the baseball. Did you guys watch any spring training?
I watched a little of the Yanks yesterday.
Me too.
Everything's blacked out for me.
Oh, that sucks.
Well,
You don't have MLB Network?
I watched that they still blacked out Yankees Blue Jays, but I was able to watch Dodgers Athletics a little bit. It was just fun seeing baseball back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't watch the Mets today since they're freaking in Miami, so I'm just screwed.
Sorry.
Let me
Sorry,
look at the
Danny.
Mets tickets again. I think we did this on the last podcast.
MLB League Pass is so expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
$30 a
much is
month. $30 a month. $130 for the year.
To me, I can't.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not. But baseball's that sport. Like other sports, I could watch two random teams play. Baseball's pretty difficult for me.
Yeah,
like, if it's
like,
not
I
the
go
Yankees, then I really don't care.
I think I'm going to go to a Mets game on Sunday.
That's
Do
cool.
they play? Is that the Astros?
Marlins.
Bobby, Gary Sanchez is really bad.
I didn't watch him. I didn't watch him yesterday.
There was an at bat, 3 pitches. He looked at the first strike and then completely whiffed on the next 2, and it was disgusting. Disgusting. I don't want him to be on the Yankees.
What do they do at catcher then?
They shouldn't have a catcher. Let the pitcher throw the ball, hit the umpire in the chest. I don't care.
If
I'd
he
rather-
sucks this year, it's going to be such a weird thing because he was so good.
That rookie
Even
year,
when people hated him, he was still like really, really good.
I know, and I know, and I understand like the belief of I don't want to give up on this guy because I've seen when he's hot, he's one of the best hitters in baseball, but he hasn't been hot in like 2.5 years. So
That's John Boy's guy.
He was good in 2019. He wasn't at the. He maybe been a little bit less of expectations, but comparatively so to the rest of the league for catchers, he was good.
well, the catcher position is just like not offensive anymore at all.
Gary Sanchez is such a tradable contract to a team that think they could fix him. He still has a year of arbitration left.
I think you could get something for him too because he does play a premium position and he's got power at that premium position.
They just got to figure out what's happened with his swing. That's like the biggest thing.
I think it's a head thing.
It has to be.
He just got benched in the playoffs too. Like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's crazy. Whatever.
And Cole had Higashioka catching him, right?
Yeah,
Higashioka.
Kylie Gashioka.
Friend of the company.
Friend of the company, Kyle Higashioka.
It's a great.
Make sure to go rate and review Chris Rowe. You know what? Go rate and review. I'm gonna go change mine and say, love this. You should go on Simple Man Radio.
All right, fine. That'll do.
And title it Simple Man Radio. Everyone
Do
do
we
it
all
right
just
now.
do it?
Yeah, Danny, do it right now. Everyone do it right now.
What's the name? The Chris Rose podcast?
Chris Rowe's rotation.
I find it quite cool that he has like actual major league players just like actually taking the time to do this, which is quite cool. 5 stars, write a review.
It sucks we don't have our freaking Twitter account because this would be perfect for that.
Well, then why don't you just wait till tomorrow?
Because
So
I don't know what we're going to do with this show on Tuesdays and Thursdays anymore. We've missed it the last week and a half. It's been only Monday and Friday.
I'm available on Wednesday. I got a day off.
Wednesday's the day I can't do it.
What's the
All
title?
right.
Simple Man Radio.
Yeah, yes, the title.
Awesome show. You should
Great
go on
show.
Simple Man.
We're going to
Radio.
get more reviews for that podcast from this than we do Simple Man Radio. Like we've gotten one review since I'm not asking for it, and this is more of a YouTube show anyways. Oh, actually, no, we got a new one. We have 72. I think we had 69 when this show started. Nice.
Bro, who left the review? Come on.
Oh, someone said decent.
Hey, there we go.
The crew is decent, but for the love of God, leave baseball talk to the guy. Oh, shut up. Screw you. Leave a 3-star. Please leave a 1-star. Oh my
All right,
gosh.
I wrote my review.
All right, wait. So awesome show. You should go on Simple Man Radio.
Yeah,
That
but
it?
I said great show, Chris. Love the idea. You should go on Simple Man Radio.
freaking who leaves 3-star reviews? Horrible. Only horrible people leave 3-star reviews.
Oh, just a little sneak preview into tonight's Bleeding Blue, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice. I miss it being in the morning. I get it makes sense for viewership and stuff.
Yeah.
But I loved waking up on Monday morning and listening.
It was cool, like 8 a.m. But for viewership wise, it's the difference is
yeah. We might have talking Giants may be very interview crazy the next week.
Ooh.
What should I put as my nickname?
You don't already have
Elevator
one?
Dan.
No.
Elevator Dan.
Elevator Dan.
Come on.
You have like a different ego for each show you're on, Danny. Like this show, you're Elevator Dan. Talking Giants is Weatherman Dan.
Each show got to be different.
You're a diverse guy.
I really am.
A lot of range from a elevator repairman to whenever we do our Talking Giants vacation, we are 100% making a video where we shake the shit out of an elevator while we're on it.
What's it called? Last night I was sitting in my room watching a movie, and then all of a sudden, like the lights turned out. I didn't think anything. I thought my roommate turned off the lights, but then he starts looking around like a little confused, and I look underneath the door, like the whole college lost power.
What is this bum college you're at, Ithaca?
And then I someone I know, they were stuck in the elevator because they were coming up with the power shut off.
Shitty elevators, no power.
Danny, pull the fire alarm right now.
Do it, Danny.
There's no fire alarm around me.
What do you mean there's no fire? You gotta come up with a better lie than that.
No, I mean like around me right now. Look, there is none.
Just find one. But just stop what you're doing. I saw it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it might be behind me right over there.
Like, go pull it and then act like nothing happened. And just
Danny, do you see? Act like nothing happened. Do you see any cameras?
We've been trying to figure that out. We've been breaking the lounge rule. There's only supposed to be 5 people in here at a time. We don't do that.
Which means there's no cameras. So here's what you do: take your laptop and start slowly walking towards the fire alarm.
Oh no! I accidentally bumped into the fire alarm.
Just don't you put your fingerprints on it. Is basically the only thing you can't do.
Go, yeah. You got gloves? Go put a thing of gloves.
I'll go throw on my snow gloves.
We pulled it once. Well, my roommate was like, "You won't pull it," and I was like, "Yes, I will." Like, I didn't want to pull it. He's like, I was like, watch. So I leave the room, and his girlfriend was in there. Who, like, I'm still good friends with those people today. They actually live here in the same county as me. But at the time, the girlfriend didn't like me because I was I was an idiot.
A douchebag. Yeah.
Anyways, I pull it. I was like, I'm like, you guys said I wouldn't. I promised you I would. So I pull it, and then I go back to my room because I'm not going outside for it. And she locked the door on me, and I'm like, let me in the freaking room. And so she let me in. She almost snitched on me. He told me he had like convinced her for the longest time to like not snitch on me.
Come on.
Come on.
A bad person.
Women.
It's like, well, people were sleeping, and it's like that sucks that they lost a night of sleep. But what I just did is a felony. So like let's like I get it wasn't the smartest decision, but I don't deserve a felony on my record because of it.
That's a great point.
She really held all the power in her hands.
It's like I get expelled for this. My college is over for me now. Looking back, I wouldn't have been too mad looking back at it, but that would have sucked.
Especially in the moment, that definitely would not have been good. But I respect you. You got cojones, Skinner.
Yeah, I don't have those.
Hey,
Bob, are you coming to a Giants game this year?
Dolphins. I'm going to the Giants game in Miami.
Oh well, you gotta come up
the
here.
Giants play Miami this year.
They're about to because they're adding the 17th game.
Right. Well,
I come up to.
I probably will. I'm thinking about coming up for the draft.
Oh, that would be a fun little time.
I think it would if we're all in one
place. If I'm
place.
allowed, I don't know. I don't know what like company policy is.
For you, for the college, or from us?
You.
Oh yeah, of course. I think it would be good for us to all be in one central location for that. The only thing is how much control could we take of the office because it is smack dab in the middle of baseball season and it's a 3-day event. And then it's like if we want to do it from a hotel room, that's fine. But then internet's not great in the hotel. And...
If you want to come up to like middle of upstate New York, I'm down.
Yeah, go to Ithaca. Do it at Ithaca.
There's some good bars in town.
We I don't know what we're gonna do. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Well, you better start fucking figuring it out.
I mean, it doesn't. It's either I do it from here or we do it from there, and I get a ticket last second and stay at a hotel in the Bronx. Let me look at the hotel that I stayed at last time.
The best place.
Bobby, you could stay at my house. I got an extra room.
No,
it's like a 20-minute drive to the Bronx.
I don't like staying with people, and then the company probably would pay for it.
You don't like staying with people?
No, why would I want to stay here? No offense, but I want to stay. I want to have my own place. You know,
it looks like a nice place, though. Look at that. It's got
beautiful.
Nice.
Expedia, top hotels in Bronx, New York. There was the one we stayed at was pretty. Like it was a decent hotel.
I'm telling you, the last hotel I usually want to stay at is in the Bronx.
Yeah,
depending where in the Bronx.
Well, the last time they told us to stay at the Bronx, and then it was like there was no reason for us to stay in the Bronx.
There is none.
There's not.
Like,
it's not a good place. And
like, no offense.
The draft is April 22nd.
Like I know the company has to put it there, but like their office is in the literal one of the worst sections. Like taking the 4, 5, and 6 is some of the most scary experiences of my life.
It wasn't that bad. We just realized we were like, okay, we're in the middle of the hood, which is fine. But it's like these people don't know who we are. So it's like we just had the mean mug the entire time.
You're also a 6'7" blonde-haired eyesore.
I know. Like we were like where everyone was eyeing us down. It was like, who are these? Who are these guys?
Ah, shit. What time? I gotta bounce. I gotta go take out the recycles.
I'm trying to find the hotel. All right, screw it. We'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever. Appreciate you guys. Justin, we have been canceled from the show.
Hello, Simple Man.
No, we're never gonna get canceled because we don't do anything bad. All right, see you guys
tonight.
See you on Bleeding Blue. Check out the QB free agent video.
That's it.
And bam, bam, bam. Bye.